Hello, we are
Chris.
and Julie of Naturally Drift Photo, here to share about our photos from 2023. The list is going to be our favorites. Last year started off documenting the bald eagles of Onondaga Lake. We each selected 2 of these photos, and it was really hard to choose or narrow them down. You want to tell them about your first 2?
One of them was actually in a tree that came out really well as far as focus goes, and the other one was 2 of them had started chasing each other around, so I caught 2 of them midair. I just really like that shot.
Okay, the 2 that I picked, one, there was a pair of adult eagles flying, and the one eagle above was actually holding a fish, and you could see it really quite clearly in the photo, which we'll share with you. And the second photo, there was a juvenile and an adult eagle sitting in a tree, and it looked like the adult was scolding the juvenile. The next couple of shots that we took were of blue jays. I picked out my shot because of the way the light was falling on the branch, and it just happened that it was a blue jay that came down and sat on that branch. It was just beautifully lit.
Mine was basically just a shot where he was facing broadside with a seed in his mouth. And the chickadee was just a head-on shot. It was actually pretty cool. The cardinal was just a big round red ball in the snow.
The last 2 of my favorite winter birds were a raven who was caught in a snowstorm and a dark-eyed junco that was sitting on a snowy spruce branch. I picked a few more photos than Chris, so I'm going to break up the bird montage for a moment. This next photo is of a woodland from one of our hikes, and I just loved the way the light was filtering through the trees. It just made it like a magical area, just the way the lighting was. Okay, coming back to the birds, over the spring I tracked a family of red-tailed hawks, and I love this shot of Gertrude being chased by a grackle. She lives in the backyard, and it's kind of cool to be able to catch an action shot.
We both picked photos of spotted sandpipers. We found, well, kayaking in the Horseshoe Lake area. Mine, he was on the end of a log. It's just a really in focus shot. It's one of the better ones.
And the sandpiper, well, it was the same sandpiper, but the shot that I managed to get, he actually had a dragonfly caught in his mouth. Caught him while he was eating. A successful hunt. I had some wonderful wildlife sightings while we were camping at Lake Durant. There was a snapping turtle laying eggs, which was really cool. That's not something you get to see every day. Then there was the beaver. I caught the beaver right at sunlight. He's perfectly in focus with the reflection of the sunlight all around of the sunset, the pinks and the light blues. It was really nice. Also, the next morning I got up and I watched the sunrise, but then when I turned around and I faced the lake, there was a pair of loons swimming out, and the mist was covering the lake, covering over the lake, and starting to rise, and you could see the trees in the background and some of the water and the loons in the mist. I just thought that was really cool. Speaking of loons, didn't you capture a few good ones from your kayak?
Yeah, I got two that were fairly long ways away, but I cropped in, and they were really, really sharp focus. One of them has a bead of water dripping off the beak. Just really good. Just really good shots.
We like visiting local nature preserves, and I was psyched to capture this photo of two muskrats just before they disappeared into the water.
In the same area, I was in the upland part of Pleasant Valley chasing goldfinches. I shot a bunch of really good shots, but this one really kind of stood out to me. It's just a nice shot.
Often to keep up my photo skills, I'll just go into the backyard and see what wildlife I can find. Out back, we can often find the cottontail bunnies, and I had a ball with these little rabbits. I had full-grown rabbits, and there was the little babies playing. If you haven't seen it, please go back and watch that video. But they're one of my favorite subjects for out in the backyard. An actual mammal, something other than a bird. I liked this one. He's hiding in the bush. He looks like he's in the wild, and he's eating away without a care in the world, although, his little ears were up and twitching, listening, always listening for the predators. We did go on a vacation to the Atlantic Ocean last fall. The beautiful sunrises will leave you speechless. I love this shot of the sunrise, and the piping plovers are all gathered around the reflection of the sun rising on the shore. It's just kind of neat the way they all were clustered, semicircled around that reflection. And of course, I've got the giant waves in the background with the sun rising above them. I just thought it was pretty cool. Later that afternoon, we were walking along the beach, and I got to observe the piping plovers and their behaviors. I got down on all fours, so I was eye level with them and started taking some photos. The one I'm going to share with you was nice and sharp, and you can see a little bit of motion where the foot is up getting ready to take the next step. I just really liked that one and its clarity. And my last favorite from the trip was of this killdeer. He was near some fencing. Just beautiful colors. I love the orange eye, the sharpness of the image, and how clean it appears with just the sand and the fence being blurred in the background.
I shot a snowy egret. It was one of the ones that was closer in, so I was able to get it really, really sharp focus. It's just a really interesting shot.
Okay, we're nearing the end. Out of my macro photos, I love this shot of the blue roundhead mushroom. It's unique, to me anyways. I've never seen blue mushrooms in the wild before. And the second thing I liked about it was the color. Blue's my favorite color. Last is my most favorite photo of 2023, which graces this year, the 2024 calendar that I made. I love the fact that it's coming up out of the water, and it's just shaking its feathers and its wings, and I caught them with the wings all the way back, and every last feather is in focus. And the lighting, yeah, I couldn't have asked for better lighting. If you're interested in the calendar, please be sure to visit my website linked down below. There is a direct link for the calendars up above in the menu bar. You hit that and it'll take you directly to the calendar shop. I'd like to thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed all our photos and the videos that we've worked on in the past year. What do you think 2024 will bring?
I don't know. Hopefully some better weather.
Yeah, it rained almost every weekend. He works hard during the week, and then it just poured almost every weekend. It was very disappointing. And if it wasn't pouring rain, then the car wasn't working. So hopefully things will go better this year.
Yeah, we'll see.
Don't forget to like, hit the subscribe button, and please be sure to comment below what your favorite photo is. Did you have a favorite photo, buddy?
Yeah. Well, actually, I have a favorite photo from both of you. So I think my favorite photo from Dad's was that chickadee. That was really, really cool. It was just amazing. And then there was Mama's, I think it was the forest, or yeah, it was the forest. And
Yeah,
it
that
was
was a
just
good shot.
amazing. I was actually lining up for a shot like that, but I didn't get it.
Thanks, bud. Maybe next year we'll share some of yours.
Yeah. One of my favorites was my very first.
Cool. Well, we wish you the best. Happy New Year, and till next
Happy New
time.
Year.
Bye.
Bye!
Bye.